Hi guys, this is Destiny. This is my first floss tube here, and this is my channel, Stitching with Bird. I decided for my first floss tube that I wanted to do a whip parade, and I was going to do all of my current whips all the way from 2022 until now. So, here we go. I'll start. So, my first couple years of stitching, I didn't keep track of all my dates and all of what I used. So I tried my best to go back and see. I was able to find most of like the pattern names and the designers, but I am not sure on which days I actually started them, except for a couple of them. And then when I got to November of 2024 is when I actually started tracking. So the first half will kind of just be like a guesstimate of when I started and where I got my supplies at, excuse me. So here we go. My very first whip, I did a small kit. And I don't have any of those with me, but I did two small kits. One was from Hobby Lobby, and then one was from Michael's. And I finished those. One of them is not currently with me, and another one I gifted, so I don't have them. But those were my first two projects. I started cross-stitching in 2021, and then I started bigger projects in like 2022. So, this is my first whip. This one is the Supernatural Sal by the Witchy Stitcher, and I believe that I did this on 18 count white Ada, and I think that I got it from Hobby Lobby. I started this in 2022 when it first came out, and I obviously did not stick to it, which you'll see is a trend with me. I've also taken this with me camping for 3 years in a row, so you'll notice that it has a lot of dirt on it. And I'm hoping that when I finish it, I can wash it and block it, and hopefully I'll be able to frame it. But, yeah, this is how far I've gotten. I don't know if you can see. I've done all of the outer frame, and I've gotten all the way down to the ogre, and I've been slowly adding these to my Whipco board. So I've been adding a couple of frames in each year, but like I said, like you can kind of see on the top there's a dirt line, which is, again, I didn't iron any of my whips, and I didn't wash, and obviously I'm still working on them. So like I said, I hope that the dirt comes off of this when I wash it. It's been camping with me. So, yeah, that is my first whip. The second one that I have done, I was also in 2022. And again, I don't remember like the year or the days that I started them. But this one is Disney Kingdom by Zannacrossstitch. And I did this on an 18 count white Ada, and I do remember I got this one from Hobby Lobby. This is when they sold a lot of like bigger Ada, and you were actually able to buy, again, dirt spots. I'm hoping when I wash them that it'll come out, but this is what I have. This one is huge. It's full coverage. Let me see this, if I can get it a little closer. This is over 7,000 stitches that I've done on it. I have gone through phases of working on this one because it just is so much confetti. It's hard for me to sit there and focus on it for a long time. There's so many color changes in it. And again, I didn't iron any of my whips, so I'm sorry for all the wrinkles, but yeah, this is again Disney Kingdom by Zannacrossstitch. I bought the So my third whip, this one was in 2023. This one is Chateau Bon Hotel. And this one I got from Samplerantiquestitch on Etsy. And I think this one was 14 count white Ada from Hobby Lobby. But again, I didn't keep track, so I'm not exactly sure. And I believe it goes this way. This one is just like a Victorian house style. Hopefully I'll be able to put pictures of all the patterns of these so you can actually see what they are, because obviously me telling you is not going to be helpful. So this one I didn't get very far on because there's blends in it, and I was kind of a noob when I started it, so again, didn't really get very far on it. I haven't picked that one up in a while, but I would like to. And so the next one I started in 2023, and then I was again a beginner, and I didn't know how to tie off the backs of my whips. So I was tying knots, and once I started learning more techniques and how to actually do things correctly, I decided that I wanted to restart this one. So I restarted this one this year, and this one is called Nature Spirit, and I got it on Etsy from 447 Shades X Stitch. And I believe this one was an 18 count white Ada from Hobby Lobby. And again, I noticed when I frogged this, there was marks on it from the thread that I had used. So I didn't get very far. This is just like her chin area. She's really pretty. I love her, and I want to get farther on it, but this I've not done very much on. And like I said, when I frogged it, there was marks on it. So there's marks on the Ada from the floss, which it's full coverage, so it shouldn't affect anything. Obviously, I got my needle minder from Hobby Lobby. I know a lot of people have these ones, and they're very popular. So, yeah, that was that one. This one I have been working on this year a lot. I started this in 2023, and I had a whoopsie with this one. I started this one on white Ada, and I had found the DMC metallic thread, and I used red on white Ada, and the red color bled onto the white, and I got really upset because I couldn't get it to come out. So I decided to just throw the entire project away, and I restarted it. And this one is called Christmas Advent Calendar by Naraxstitchpatterns on 18 count white Ada, and I dyed this one myself. And I don't remember whether I got this one from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I'm assuming Michael's. But this is how far I've gotten. I was trying to get this one done, so I was going to do 1 square a day for the month of December, and I had finals, so I was studying and doing flashcards, so I didn't get very far on it, but I did a lot on the frame. And so I ended up restarting that one in 2024, and that's how far I've gotten since then. And then the next one was I started in 2023, and this one is called Sunnycloudstudio by AiltonEmbroidery. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. And I did that on 14 count white Ada, and you'll see in the next pattern that I got why I use this Ada. I ordered this off of burlapfabric.com, and I ordered it because I'm doing a giant pattern and I had extra left over. So this is not like the greatest quality Ada, but I had it, so I used it. So this one will say, I can't be held responsible for what my face does when you talk. And I wanted to finish this one off because there's not that much left. I haven't finished it because I made a mistake somewhere and I don't know where. And I have tried to go through and figure out, and I kind of just said forget it and continued. So I guess I could finish it. I just need to. I don't know why I haven't. And this is the giant one that I was talking about. So I started it on July 7th. I know I started this one because I had a bet going on. I started this on July 7th of 2023, and this is the Epic Pokemon, the Giant Tapestry by Lord Libidan, and I did 14 count white Ada, and I ordered it off of burlapfabric.com because it is the only place that I could special order the Ada to be wide enough, and I could order it in yards. So I don't want to open this whole thing. I will open some of it. This pattern is 5 feet by 6 feet. So it's huge and it's taller than me. And like I said, I don't want to open the whole thing, but I have gridded the whole thing. I have done stitches on it. This is 1% complete on this. And like I said, I had a bet going on that I could finish this in 10 years. And obviously that's not going well. But this is, I think, 8,000 stitches so far on this one. And that is generations 1 through 5, I believe. And then the next one was another Sal that I did. I started this one in 2023 as well. This is the Horrorflies Sal by Noctiflora Designs. And I did this on 14 count white opalescent. And I dyed this myself at home. And if you notice, you can't really. There is a spot up here that I'm kind of sad about, which is another reason why I haven't picked this up. I left this in a hoop, and the hoop left rust on the top of it, and I'm hoping when I frame this or whatever I end up finishing it as, I hope that I'm able to get that out, because like I said, it's sucks because, you know, I worked hard on it. And I really liked the fabric color that I did. You can't really tell. It is opalescent. It does have sparkles. And then I did a light pink and a green mixture. I wish you could see better on the camera, but it is really pretty in person. I wish you could see. So that one I did with go on this last year. So I've been working on that one too. I cycle through my projects. If you notice, I will go through them and then I burn myself out on them. And then I work on the next one. So the next one here that I have, I started in 2024. And I found this one from another Flosstuber. I found this from Hillary from Support Stitching. She stitched this one and I liked it so much that I immediately went and bought it, and then I went and bought fabric the same day and I started it. So this one is the Sweet Cream Bakery Sampler by StitchSprout, and I did this on 14 count Morning Dew Stamped Ada by Charles Craft, which I got from Michael's. And then this is how far I got on it. And I have my little StitchSprout guy over here. I ordered this needle minder by Minder Needle Minder on Etsy, and I really like it. I did have When I got it, the corner of it had broken off. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to tell. The corner of it broke off. I just super glued it back on. It doesn't bother me. It does its job still, so there it is. So the next one is another big one that I haven't really gotten very far on. I started this in 2024. I kind of did these in chronological order as the best as I could. So these kind of be like the ones that I started first. And then I kind of wrote them out as I went. So this is Animal Crossing Villagers by BixoStitch. And I did this on the 14 count white Ada. The same one that I used for the Pokemon tapestry. Because I had a lot of it. I didn't get very far on this one. I don't know why I haven't worked on it. But it's literally just all of the villagers from Animal Crossing. And I thought it was really cute. It's kind of similar to like the Pokemon type thing. And you just... all of the villagers. I thought it was really cute. I really like Animal Crossing. I played it a lot when it first came out. I haven't played it recently, but I like the characters. I think they're really cute. So I bought that one and I really need to pull it out and work on it. So the next one that I did, my sister last year found out that she was pregnant. So I made a sampler, or birth announcement, I guess, for my nephew. And this one is called Mountain's Birth Announcement by StitchesLoversShop. And I did this on 14 count oatmeal fiddler's cloth by Charles Craft, and I got it at Michael's. So, I started this, I believe, in like June of 2024. And I'm almost done with it. She had him when he in October, so I started in June. He's won already because it's December, and I still haven't finished it, and I'm going to finish it, and hopefully it'll be his Christmas present this year. So this is what I have, and I literally just have to finish the adventure part, and then up right here is like an arrow. You can't really tell. That's like an arrow here, or the feathers part, and it has different color, the same colors, blue in here. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this will be done this year, and I can just finish this up because it's literally just the rest of the words, and then a couple other little things to finish up. I think that I finished the whole bear. So that's that one. The next one is another Sal that I did. I love stitch-alongs, but I have a really hard time keeping up with them, so you'll notice that I have a lot of them, and I have only done part of them. So this one was A Garden Full of Flowers, stitch-along by Little Dove Cross Stitch, and I did this on 14 count iridescent pink by Charles Craft, and this is, I know I bought from Michael's. And this is how far I got. The pattern, the way that it was emailed, I wasn't able to download it in a certain way. So it made it really hard to work on. And it doesn't work with like Pattern Keeper or any of the other Markup RXP. I couldn't think of the name. So I was using just a screenshot that I had done of the email, and then I emailed it to my computer. I don't know. I had it on my phone, and then I emailed it to myself, and I messed up on the roof on this one. So I kind of goofed the house, and then I just haven't finished the rest because, like I said, it was hard to work on because it was like weird dimensions, and it didn't work with Pattern Keeper, which is not anybody's fault. It just didn't work out, and it was not working for my brain. So this one I found on Etsy. It's Beauty and the Beast by icrossstitchpattern. I started this in 2024, not sure of the date still, and I did this on 14 count white Ada, and I believe that I got this one from Hobby Lobby. I went on TikTok and I was watching someone stitch this, and I thought it was so pretty. And I was able to find the pattern, so I bought it and I started it, and I haven't gotten very far on it. I, for whatever reason, just don't really reach for this one. I really do like it. It's just, it's a lot of, I guess confetti would be one reason why. There's a lot of confetti in it, and it kind of makes it hard to work on because you're switching. Same with the Disney Kingdom. I just don't reach for it as much anymore because there's a lot of confetti. And sometimes it makes my brain hurt. So, the next one is Love is Here Sampler by studiohmp. And I did this one on 14 count Sunset by Charles Craft. I also started this one in 2024. And this is as far as I've gotten on this one. This is like a really pretty, like blue and pink one that I found that's stamped. And I really liked it, and I thought that the colors of this went really well with it. And every time I pull this out, I'm like, ooh, this is fun to work on. And then I actually start stitching it, and I'm like, wow, this border is really boring. So I tried to put it on my Whipco board. I haven't finished the goal for that, and I'm trying to force myself to do it. And so hopefully I'm able to do that. So let's see. In 2023, I found a Facebook group, and I thought this was really cool. The designer is the Steady Thread, and she has a stitch along that she does for free of Blackwork for the entire year. And I found the group in 2023, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. I want to do this. And I was like, again, just starting out. So I was like, ooh, metallic. Let's use the metallic thread. So I started this in 2024, but this is the 2023 pattern. And I used, sorry, I lost my spot. 14 count white Ada, and I think this is also the fabric that I used for the Pokemon. So, again, not the greatest quality, but it gets the job done. And I have never done blackwork before, so I gridded my Ada with a soluble marker. And this is as far as I've gotten. And again, this is all, you can't really tell. It's all like metallic, sparkly thread. And I thought the leaves were really pretty. So I wanted to do like a coppery color to kind of make it like fall. And then I also bought different colors to go inside. So I bought like actually I have them right here. I can show you. So I bought, these are a mess, this green color. Anyways, so this one is E703, and I bought this to do the leaves, because so how the pattern works, she releases a different like fill. So you stitch the frame, and then each week has a different like flower. There's ones where she's done like squares, you'll see, with different little designs in them. So this one had flowers, so I bought this pink one. I don't know if you can see this. This one is E316 to do like the actual flower parts. And then I bought, I'm trying to find one that's not a mess. I bought this to do their hexagons. Is the shape that the flowers go in. And this one is E3849. And I just thought these were pretty. Oh, and here's the red floss that ruined my other. And this one was the D321. Yeah, this floss bled red all over my white Ada. So it's in timeout in the back of my project folder. Anyway, so I started that in 2024. And that is the 2023 pattern. And then I kind of became obsessed with these patterns, and I looked at them for at least a year before I purchased, and they weren't all out yet anyway, so I waited. But this is the Halloween in the City by Crocette a Gogo. And I did this on 32 count vintage country mocha by Zweigart, and I believe this is the called for linen that she used. And I started this in 2024 as well. And I don't know why when I started this I did it on the back, and it's plain on the back. You can see my stitching, but the front of it has like this modeling, and I don't know why when I started it that I did it on the back. And I'm still, so I restarted it again. You can't really see the modeling on it. It's really cool. You can kind of see it, or at least I can. Hopefully you can. I really like this linen. I think this was kind of like my first experience with linen. Was that one. I'm still kind of learning how to do linen. I'm not really that great at it, but you'll see I get more into linen as I go. So that one. And then this one I started in 2024. This one is Be Happy Olaf by sunnycloudstudio. And I believe this one was on Etsy. And I did this on 14 count white Ada, and I dyed it myself, like a blue. Again, let's see. Which way does it go? I believe it goes this way. It's an H. It says Be Happy on it, and then I don't know which way this goes. I should have looked at that before I did this, but it's supposed to be an H. And I dyed this myself. It's not the greatest, but it is what it is. This one was another one where it was like a weird pattern that I was going off of, and it just is hard to work on. So I haven't really picked that one up a lot. I want to stitch on that one more because I really think it's cute. And the original was stitched on black. I just dyed mine blue, and I feel like it kind of blends in, but it's okay. It works. And then this is, again, you'll see I became obsessed with these patterns. I started this one in 2024 as well. This is The Spring in the City by Crocette a Gogo again. And I did this on the 32 count raw natural linen by Zweigart. This is the original called for linen, and it's really hard to get. So I didn't do all of them on this. This is the only one I think that is on the raw natural linen. And this is the one that I've gotten the farthest on. I started this on Ada, and I did the fiddler's cloth, and you couldn't see the white. So I just decided that I was going to restart it and do it on linen. And this, again, was like my first real experience with linen. I think I started this one before I started the Halloween one. But I got the whole top frame filled. The top of it will have across this top border here will have what pink roses, I think. And then it kind of, so I did the whole width of it, and I'm still filling in like the grass part here. You can see I kind of got bored with it, so I just started with the tree. And somewhere in there I goofed again, and I just kind of have been going with it. Again, not really that great at linen, so I tried, but we're working on it. So this is another Sal that I did. This one is the Christmas Wonderland Sal by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And I did this on 14 count white Aida. And I Rit dyed this one again with like a blue color. I believe I got this Aida from Michaels, but I am not sure. And again, with the pattern was really hard for me to read. So I kind of been doing it on my computer and just like marking off with like the highlighter on my computer, if that makes sense. Like editing it with the highlighter. And this is as far as I've got. I don't know. This is the middle of it. So this is the Christmas tree, and then it has like an ice skating rink and a bunch of like little houses and stuff and people. And I would like to pull this one out this season because it's Christmas and I need to work on it, but again, we'll see. I am on winter break from school, so hopefully I'll get some stitching in. And this one is another Sal. This one is the Deadly Aquarium Sal by Lola Crow Cross Stitch, and I did this one on 14 count white Aida, and I Rit dyed this one myself again. And I believe this one came from Hobby Lobby. And I started this one when it first came out, and I didn't keep up with it, obviously. I did get pretty far on it. I worked on it quite a bit this year and got the frame, well, at least the 310 on the frame done. There's a lot of like brown colors in there. This little fin area here I just did recently. It was on my Whipco board to do 1500 stitches on this one, so I had done like, it was like 1490 stitches, 1490 stitches on it. So I was like, oh, I guess I should just finish that off. I only have 10 stitches, so I just added that little tail in there. That is a shark. It'll be a shark. And I don't know what I was thinking when I did this, because I didn't really leave myself a lot of extra space on the sides. And I kind of got nervous because there is a huge crocodile that goes in there. And I'm hoping that he still fits. And I counted it out, and I think that it will fit, but we'll see. So that was this one. The next one is one that I found at my LNS. The closest LNS to me is an hour and a half away. So it's kind of a drive. I bought this linen from her, and I didn't keep the tag, so I have no idea. I know the color of it, but I don't know like the dyer or what it is. So this one is called Alice's Winter Wonderland by Little House Needleworks, and this is 32 count lavender linen. And like I said, I'm not really sure like which company or dyer did this, but it's a really, really pretty, like kind of mauve-y, but not pink, purple. It's, I don't know, it's hard to get the color to like show up, but this is as far as I've got. This pattern is really, really cute. It's a paper pattern, so I don't really pull it out that often. It has like 3 buildings, and it has like the white rabbit and I think the Mad Hatter. I don't know. And then this is Alice's little house thing. This is the roof. So I don't really pull that one out as often as I should either, just because it's a paper pattern. I started that one in 2024 as well. And this is where I kind of started keeping track of like dates and when I started them. Um, this is my first ever project that I did on Black Ada, and it's kind of gotten dusty and gross, and I haven't really done a lot on it. This one is the Christmas House Winter Landscape by X Stitch by Stitch. And I did this on 14 count Black Ada. I'm not sure where I got this one, but I started it on November 5th of 2024. And I believe this is the way that it goes. Maybe it's this way. I think it's this way. This one is just like a wintry house. This is like a window. And it had a lot of white stitches that went around it, and I don't want to do that, so I think I'm just going to do the house on this one. I'm hoping that it's going to fit on there. I didn't really measure that one out when I should have. So this one I started in 2024. I don't remember the exact day that I started, and I didn't put it down. So this one I don't have an exact date for, but it's Quaker Pumpkin by Hello from Liz Matthews, and I ordered this from 123 Stitch, and it is 14 count 14 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. And it's a big piece of fabric here. I didn't really do a lot. I did more on this a little bit this year. Again, I didn't do a lot though. And this is like a huge cut of the fabric. So yeah, it's pretty big. This little needle minder, I still have a needle on it. I think I got this from my LNS as well. There was another shop that I went to that was just needlepoint. So I got, that might have been from there, but I think this one was from the LNS that I went to. That wasn't just for needlepoint. But this one I wanted to work on more this year, and I just didn't really have time because I was in school. And then this one is another of the Blackwork Sals from the Steady Thread. This one is the 2024 one. And I did this on 18 count ivory, and I think this one was from Hobby Lobby. And I started this one on November 10th of 2024. And I have a thread hanging on the back, so yeah, that's in the way. This is the frame, and it's all just kind of a woven. I really like this one. I thought it was really fun and cool to kind of like watch it come together. This one I think was also flowers in the fill-ins. And I haven't really picked out what color I want to do the inside of the squares, but you can kind of see up close here. I have some fraying going on, but this is kind of up close. I thought it was really cool. I liked the pattern for last year too. She really is a good designer. I like her. And then this one I started on November 21st of 2024. This is the Winter in the City by Crocette Gogo. And this one, again, the actual call for was the raw natural linen, and I had a hard time finding it. I couldn't find it on my LNS, and when I tried to order it on 123 Stitch, it was always out of stock. So when I went to my LNS, I think this was actually from my LNS. She cut it out for me, and she said, well, this is close enough, so it should work. This is 32 count Country French Mocha by Witchy. And it's kind of a little bit lighter, but I mean, I plan on hanging these up in the season, so it's not like they're going to be right next to each other at all times. So you won't really be able to tell that they're not all the same. and they're close enough. But this one is really pretty. I worked on this one quite a bit this year. When I first started, I only did 2 of the snowflakes, and then the rest of them I've done this year. So I've been keeping track of that. There, you can see it a little bit there. I really like these patterns. I really think they're pretty, and there's a lot of really, really cute little details in it, and I like it. I first found the one, I think it was spring. I found that on Pinterest, and I was like, ooh, I really want this. And I found it on Etsy, and then I couldn't find any of the other ones because they weren't out yet. And then I kept looking, and they finally all came out, and I bought them. Sorry. Excuse me. And then, so the next one that I have, I started on the 28th of November of 2024. That was Thanksgiving that year. And this is Turkey Day by Cottage Garden Samplings, and I did this on 16 count Ancient Ada by Picture This Plus. And I worked on this a little bit this year, but not a whole lot. I believe it goes this way, the way that I stitched it. And it's kind of, that's more like true. Like a brown and gray kind of. I like this Ada. It's really pretty. I did like the branch part right here, and I've added more to that, and I started the leaves on this one this year. I was busy helping make the food for Thanksgiving, so I didn't really get to stitch on it a lot. Both years, actually, I was cooking or helping cook. My grandma likes to cook, so I just help her. The next one was a Christmas gift that I had bought in 2024. So I had a bunch of them that I had ordered on 123stitch, and I started them because I wanted to do the 12 by 12, and I didn't make it. I only did like 2 of them, and I was like, okay, this is a lot of work, and my brain hurts. So I started this one on December 31st of 2024, and this is The Big Hearted Tiny Town by Heart in Hand. And I did this on 32 count Crystal Blushful Linen by Picture This Plus. So this I did work on a couple other times other than the 12 by 12. I only got like the tree done and a little bit of there. You can't really tell, but there's a fence there. I wish you could see. This was like a freak accident of me getting this linen. So when I ordered this pattern, like I said, I ordered these for Christmas, and I was ordering all the like kitting it up, and I found they didn't have the original linen. Wow. They didn't have the original linen. And so this was another suggested one underneath on 123stitch. So I got it, and I wish you could tell, but it's opalescent, and it's like a really, really light pink. You can't really tell. I wish you could, because the pictures on 123stitch didn't do it justice. And when I opened this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. What does this even go to? It looked nothing like the picture. And I really like this one. I want to order more of it and do more stitching on that kind of linen, but I haven't yet. This was another 12 by 12 that I started, and like I said, I only did like 2, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. This one I started on December 31st of 24, and this one is Bunny Hop by Country Cottage Needleworks on 28 count lamb's wool by Witchy. And this one I didn't really like that much. You can see it's really see-through. It's really, really stiff. Like, it doesn't... But I thought the pattern was cute, and I just got what it called for. I probably won't order this ever again because I don't really like it, but the pattern is cute. And like, I didn't really get that far on it. So this one again, I started on December 31st. And this one is the Blackwork Sal for 2025. And I did this on 16 count Glacier by Picture This Plus. This year she offered 4 different frames. You can't really tell. There's circles up there in white. And I purposely did them in white so you couldn't really see them. But there's going to be flowers in those too. So I ordered this and I had completely planned a different frame and then I changed my mind halfway through. So I just took out what I had and restarted it, and I actually really like it. I chose to use, let's see, I have it right here. I used Classic Colorworks in the colorway Heatherly for this one, and it's really, really pretty. I like how it's working out. I have other threads stuck to it, but it's like a pink to purple gradient. I thought it was really pretty. So I've been using that. I obviously didn't get very far on it. I've been working on that one more recently because I was like, dang, 2025 is going to end and I have 3 of these going and I should probably finish at least one. Obviously, it's not going well. So, anyways. This one I started on January 31st of this year. And this is Mickey and Minnie Love by Nini Sweet Patterns on 20 count white Aida. This one is Charles Craft and I got it from Michael's and I absolutely hate this Aida. I think I want to wash it because it is so stiff. It's like paper almost. And I didn't get very far on it because, like I said, I don't really like the Aida. So this, I didn't get very far on. I don't like the Aida. But the pattern itself is really, really pretty. It is a scene of Mickey and Minnie Mouse sitting in a garden, and it has roses in it, and it's really, really pretty, and I want to work on it, but I want to wash the Aida and see if it kind of loosens up. It's also kind of funky to work on because there's so much extra fabric because it's full coverage, so that kind of makes it hard. And then this one is, I started on March 5th of this year. This is the Nature's Journey Sal by Sprouting Lupine, excuse me. And I did this on 22 count ivory Aida from Charles Craft. I usually don't work on 22 count. Obviously, I usually do like 14, 16, 18 count. I think this is the only 22 count I've ever done. And it was because I found it at a thrift store for like $3. If that. I don't even remember. But this is the summer installment of the Nature's Journey. Or the spring, sorry. This is the spring one. I didn't get very far on this one, but I really want to work on it because I think this pattern is really, really pretty. And I still need to get the last installment for winter. But I like working on 22 count. It's just hard to after a while because my eyes get tired. And that one's in a magazine. That one's in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. So I made a working copy and I should probably pull it out. This one I started on April 12th, 2025 this year. This one is the Extraordinary Bird Sal by Lola Crow Cross Stitch. And I did this on 16 count Havisham. I don't know if I said that correctly, but it's by Picture This Plus. And again, this is another one that I ordered off of 123 Stitch, and the picture doesn't do it justice at all. So this is, what is up with me and leaving threads hanging? Anyways, so this is the bird Sal. I didn't really do any of the birds, obviously. I would like to do the birds because my nickname is Bird, hence where the name Stitching with Bird comes from. My little sister couldn't say my name when she was little, so she called me Doe, which turned into Dodo Bird, and now I'm just Bird. So not that you really wanted to know, but now you do. So this is that, and you can kind of tell it's like a yellow and purple colored Ada, and I like the color. I think it's really pretty. Of course, I have 4 cats, so there is cat hair all over this one. And then, I swear I'm almost done. I have too many whips. I counted them out because it took me a while to write them. I have 44 whips. So this one is another one I found on Etsy. I started in May, on the 4th of May. This is Wedding Cross Stitch Pattern by Kits by SA Stitch on Etsy. And I did this on 14 count Fiddler's Cross cloth by Charles Craft. This one I worked on so hard because I wanted to gift it to someone. And now that I am like this far, I haven't even really heard from this person about this gift. Like, I had said, oh, I have this gift for you, and then they never really got back to me. So I'm honestly thinking about just finishing it for myself, because I've been married to my husband for 6 years, and I have nothing wedding at all. I never did a wedding sample or anything. But I really, really like this pattern. It has, what is it called? Like gradients. And it has, what is it called? I can't think of it. Like mixed, when you have 2 flossed colors at one. I can't think of what it's called. This is making me look really stupid. Anyways, there is a lot of back stitching on this. A lot of back stitching, and it makes it look really, really pretty. And even like the gold color, the yellow, that's all backstitch. And this has so much detail in it. It has different types, like different number strands that you use for backstitching and everything. And this was like the most detailed pattern that I had ever done. So I'm really proud of this one. Like I said, I was making it for someone. I haven't heard from them, and I like it so much that I might just finish it for myself. So this next one I started on June 6th of this year, and this one is the Butterfly Bouquet by Sprouting Lupine. And I ordered this on 123stitch. It's the 18 count cherub by Picture This Plus. And I have magnets on this one, just plain magnets. And it's kind of in the way. It's sticking to my notebook. So this is as far as I've gotten on this one. I really like this color pink. And I felt like it goes really well with the pattern. This one also has where you use 2 colors. I'm blanking on what that's called. I'm sorry. I wish it's more bright pink than this is actually showing up. I really like this Ada. It's really pretty. And it's like a soft, kind of like the Glacier one that I bought. I like the feeling of them. They're really soft. So there's that one. I saw that pattern when it first came out, and I kept telling myself, I don't need it. I don't need any more works in progress. And then I finally was like, forget it. I do need it. It's really pretty. So I bought it. And then I started it after I got my Ada. And I try to be like a seasonal stitcher. So that one I felt was more Valentine's so I didn't really pick it up a lot. But I was excited to start it, so I just started it and haven't touched it since. And then this one I started on June 22nd of this year. Oh, no, sorry. This one I started on June 12th of this year. I was reading the wrong one. So this one is Pretty Stained Glass Castle by Pink Lily Patterns on Etsy. And I did this one on 18 Count Fiddler's Cloth by Charles Craft. This is another one that I got from Michael's, and it's really stiff, so I don't really work on it. It's also full coverage and really, really big. And like I said for the other one, it's stiff, it's hard to maneuver, there's a lot of extra fabric, so I would like to get something that would make it a little easier. I also think I might wash that one to hopefully loosen it up so it'll be easier to move around. And then this next one, this one I started on June 22nd of this year. This one is Summer in the City by Crocette Gogo. And this one is 32 Count Country French Cafe Mocha, again by Witchy. I didn't get very far on this one. Again, I try to be a seasonal stitcher, so that's why a lot of them I don't really work on unless I am in the mood or it's the season. This is as far as I got on this one. I just did the flowers on the top. They all have like a top frame, a middle frame, and then a bottom frame. And they're all different like scenes. One's houses, one's like a city little thing. There's bunnies in them. They're really cute. I, again, just don't really get far on them because I'm seasonal. I'm a very seasonal person. And then this one I found from... Oh, I can't think of the Flosstuber that I was watching. But I started this one on July 3rd. This one really made me think of my grandpa. My grandpa is a veteran, was a veteran. My grandfather passed away on Veterans Day of this year, actually. I was stitching this for him because he was very patriotic and liked... sorry. He liked the American flag a lot. And so this one is One Nation by Bygone Stitches on 32 count. And this is the Country French Cafe Mocha. This one, I just grabbed one of the other fabrics that I had bought for the Crochet Go-Go ones because I really liked the pattern and I wanted to stitch it for him. And then obviously I didn't get very far and he passed away, so... I plan on still stitching it and hanging it up and kind of like a memory of him. So, sorry, I didn't mean to cry. And then this one I got from my LNS. This is another, the Country French Cafe Mocha. This one I started on August 23rd. My birthday is on the 27th, so I assume this was kind of like a birthday start because I didn't actually stitch on my birthday. Or I didn't start anything on my birthday. This one is Autumn in the City by Crochet Go-Go. And like this is 32 count. Like I said, this is the Country Cafe Mocha. And I just got this little corner done. It goes this way. This one was another cut from my LNS. She cut them out for me. The other ones I just ordered from 123stitch are bigger and I have a lot of extra fabric, but these ones, this one has leaves across the top and it's really, it's like an orangey. I really like it. So there's that one. I'm almost done, I promise. This one is Samhain Garden Witch by Witchy Stitcher. I started this on September 6th of this year. And I got this one, this linen from my LNS. This one is 32 count Orchid by Zweigart. And I actually did a lot of her. September, I had pneumonia. So I worked a lot on her because I was at home sick for 3 weeks. I missed class for 3 entire weeks. I didn't really do anything but watch TV and stitch when I felt good enough. The first 2 weeks I didn't stitch at all. So I really like her. I thought she was really, really pretty. And someone else that I watch on Twitch, they stitched her on a purple fabric, and I liked this color. This one I started on September 27th of this year. This one is the Nostalgic Tarot Cards by Witchy Stitcher, and I, again, don't know what I was thinking when I ordered this because I didn't leave myself any margins at all on this. I just keep this in the bag because I liked it. This one is 18 count Celestine. Why can't I talk? Ada from Fiber on a Whim. And again, I didn't measure very well when I ordered this. It does fit, but I have barely any margins at all on the bottom. I literally just did the whole bottom all the way across. Again, this was when I was sick. So I stitched on this and the witch. And I got all the way across the bottom because I wanted to make sure that I was going to fit. And this is another fabric that I really like the quality of. It's really soft. I like it. I wish... it's blue. It has a little bit of like white modeling on it. It's really pretty. I wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing. And so I picked this color. I didn't want to do it on black. Black is not my favorite. Hence why I didn't really work on that house very much. I have a hard time seeing sometimes. And I think I only have 4 more after this. Okay, so this is... no, 3 more. So I started this on November 13th of this year. This is the Christmas Style by Doreen Jones, and I did this on 14 count Iridescent Pink by Charles Craft. I bought this at Michael's, and then the Sal is free on Facebook. I liked the flowers in this. I thought it was really pretty. And it's just a square with the flowers all the way around. And it has like in the middle it says Merry Christmas, and it has Santa and candles, and it's pretty. I like it. And I thought that it was really cool that I was free. I like stuff like that. See little stuff. Excuse me. So this one I started on November 18th. And I started this after it was already done. This is the Holiday House Style by Satsuma Street. And I did this on 14 count Touch of Pink Ada by Witch Out. Sorry. My piercing got turned and it was pinching me. So this is what I have. It's like a light baby pink color. The Ada is. And I thought... I don't know. When I think of Christmas, I think of kind of like pinky colors. I don't know why. Pink, blue, green. Not really your average like red and green thing, but I liked the pink. So, and then this one I started on the 2nd of this month. Today is... I believe it is the 12th, which I should have mentioned when I started this, so my apologies. If you've made it this far, congratulations. I have 2 more projects left. So I started this on the 2nd. This one is a gift for my mom. My mom doesn't watch YouTube, so I don't think she'll see any of these. I don't know, maybe she'll decide one day, hey, I should probably check that out. But this is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, the Christmas one. This is Snowy Bliss Ornament by StitchSprout. And this is on 14 count vintage oak Zweigart. I literally went to Hobby Lobby for the first time in almost a year. And I was like, oh, they have these cool little ones that I could just use as ornaments. So I just bought 2 little squares of the vintage oak and then another, I have them sitting right here, of the vintage taupe. Just these little ones. I thought that would be cool because they're already in little squares folded up, so you just cut them. But anyways, this is what I have so far. This one's just a little owl. I thought it was cute. He's really small, so I think I'll finish him as long as I work on him. And this is my last one. This was a new start a couple days ago. I started this on the 10th, and this was Santa's House by Cottage Garden Samplings. I got this linen from my LNS. This is a 32 count raw opalescent linen. And I literally just did the corner. Yeah. I ordered the Classic Colorworks because the roof in the house and the actual building, the house, they use Classic Colorworks, and I like that they are they have like gradients. So I ordered that, and I'm waiting for my order from 123 Stitch to come. So I apologize, this is very, very long. I am very thankful if you stuck around, that you made it to the end, and I appreciate that you made it. So thanks for watching, and hope you have a great day, and see you next time.